channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit more relaxing, and we're going to be playing a bit of Pocket Camp, and I'm going to be decorating my campsite today for Bonfire Night, but I'm also going to be answering a few questions you guys have asked me. And this campsite decoration won't be sped up. This is because I asked you guys on Instagram for some video suggestions, because I didn't have any videos planned for November, and a lot of you asked for a Q&A video to celebrate 2,000 subscribers, and thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers, by the way. And someone asked for a campsite decoration for Bonfire Night, and someone else asked for a campsite decoration that wasn't sped up, where I just sit and chill with you guys. So I thought I'd combine them all together and make this lovely video where I'm just going to answer a few of your questions, talk about some things you want me to talk about, while you can watch me decorate my campsite for Bonfire Night. I might add some cute like campfire background noise and music in the background to make it more relaxing. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this, and let's just get started, I guess. So the first question is from Carol's Fantasy, and they asked, what's your favourite KK Slider song? This is a hard one. I think favourite KK Slider song, I really like KK Soul, and I also really like Stale Cupcakes. I think everyone likes Stale Cupcakes. Of course I like KK Bubblegum. Is it called Forest Life? The song that's supposed to be like the Animal Crossing population growing opening. I like that song. I usually have that in my house. I also like KK Love Song, KK Rockabilly. There's so many songs I like, but the one I usually have in my main room in my house is KK Soul, because I think it's pretty relaxing. And then in my upstairs room I usually have Stale Cupcakes. So the next question is from Hopeful Joys, and they said, I'm so glad I found your channel, Lou. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. As someone new to the Animal Crossing community, what are some other Animal Crossing games you recommend for beginners, other than Pocket Camp? Animal Crossing games I'd recommend for beginners. Any of them, really. It depends what you can play on. If you have a Wii, if you have a DS, if you have a GameCube. Honestly though, I really would recommend playing Animal Crossing Population Growing on the GameCube if you can. It wasn't my first Animal Crossing game, but I remember I discovered it when I was really young through some YouTube videos, and I became completely obsessed with watching videos of this game. Eventually I got it. It's not actually available to have in England, so I had to buy it with some like weird disc converter thing to play it. Which unfortunately means I can't record it for the channel. Whenever I try to record it, my recording software just doesn't want to handle it. I think it's probably because I'm using a cheat disc to be able to play it in the first place. But I absolutely love Population Growing, and I think it has, even though it wasn't my first game, playing it still feels like something from my childhood. It feels so nostalgic. Well, I did first play it in my childhood, but what I mean is that it feels like somewhere I've been before. It feels like such good memories, and the design of the game is really nice. I really love the art style in it, and it's aged quite well. I think you can play it and not be thinking the whole time, oh, this game's so ugly, like playing Animal Crossing Wild World. Unfortunately, that's the case of that game. It didn't age very well, but definitely I would recommend Population Growing. It's the first of the series, and if you do have a GameCube or a chance to play it, I would really recommend it. It has so much personality and loads of different villagers that we don't see in the newer games. There's loads of events that we don't have in the new games, and also I think that'll give you a chance to experience the game where you're not the mayor, because I know a lot of new people to the Animal Crossing community, their first game is New Leaf, and so they go back and play the older games and are confused and like thinking, I'm not the mayor in this game, so what's the point? But if your first game is where you're not the mayor, I think you'll enjoy it. For me personally, I don't really mind whether I'm the mayor or not, because I started off with Wild World, but I think Population Grown is so amazing, and even though it's like got limitations, like you have to wear a hat all the time, and just certain things you can't do, there's so many little things that make the game have so much charm and personality. So yeah, I definitely recommend Population Growing. The next question is by Harmonia Cherries, and they said, "Hi Lou, I've been a fan for a long time. I have a question about your Let's Go to the City town. Do you plan to make it look like an official town with houses all in a row and big fancy paths, or will it be a small country orchard town? Love your videos." Thank you so much. Well, unfortunately in Let's Go to the City you can't make it so all the houses are in a row, like you can kind of cheat to do in New Leaf. Yes, unfortunately I won't be able to do that. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was thinking making big fancy paths and everything, but it's really hard on Let's Go to the City because you have to make the designs yourself, and it's something I never really get time to do. I never really go out of my way to play the game to spend hours making designs, and making the designs would take hours. I have asked you guys if you have any design ideas for the town flag or pathways. Please do let me know. Like, you can make them on New Leaf or Wild World, or anything on your own Let's Go to the City, or you could just draw them. Then you can tag me in them on Instagram if you guys have any ideas for pathway designs, because I'm not really sure what to go with, and I tried to make my own design that I'm using at the moment. It's just like pebble pathways, just for the moment while I work out where I'm going to lay out my paths. But yeah, I really wasn't sure. I was inspired by this video I saw when I was younger of this girl had made her whole Let's Go to the City town all pink. She had pink pathways and loads of peach trees everywhere. I remember I watched it when I was really young and I was so obsessed with her town. So I was hoping I could make mine look as good as hers, but I'm not sure I play it enough to be able to do that. But yeah, if any of you have any ideas for pathways, you don't need to make them in the game yourself, because obviously in Let's Go to the City there's no QR codes or anything. Even if you just draw it, please do tag me on them on Instagram, because I can try recreate them in the game myself. And yeah, I'm really not sure what sort of design to go with at the moment. So the answer to your question is, it's probably going to be a bit more of a country orchard town, but I think I'm going to use paths as well. Yeah. My next question is from Earthcake Girl, and she said, "Can I join you on Minecraft, and can you play Minecraft more please? You're awesome." Thank you. Unfortunately I'm gonna say no to joining me on Minecraft. If I start playing with you guys like on different games, then I don't know, it would just get a bit too difficult to deal with, and I don't play Minecraft that often. If I do, I usually do it when I'm just chilling and don't want to interact with anyone, so I'm really sorry about that. But I think I'm going to stick to playing Minecraft on my own. And can you make more Minecraft videos? I'd love to make more Minecraft videos. If you have any ideas for me of things to do in Minecraft, do let me know, because at the moment I don't know what to do in it. I did start making an Animal Crossing town on my Minecraft on my PlayStation, but I got pretty tired of it, and I don't think I'm going to finish it because I just don't want to. And yeah, I'm not sure I can make Minecraft entertaining if I'm not doing a tour of something I've built, but if you guys would just like to see me just play Minecraft and mess around in it, do let me know. I happily play more Minecraft, I'm just not sure what to do in it. The next question is from Dream Day, and they said, "Who is your favourite Animal Crossing villager and why?" And my favourite Animal Crossing villager is Ruby, and I love her because when I was going through a hard time, when I was about 11 to 13 years old, I can't really remember, I just started secondary school, and just left primary school, and when that happened I was going through some stuff at home, and at school, when I joined secondary school, which is high school for you Americans that are watching, the first year of secondary school was probably one of the worst years of my life. I don't think I expected the way I was treated. I don't think I expected to be treated the way I was treated. my first year of secondary school, and it was awful. And I won't lie and pretend that I was a nice person. I don't think I was a very nice person either. I think I was really young, so I probably said a lot of stupid things or acted stupid or whatever, but there was a lot of people in my class that bullied me every day. Just like every time the teacher would ask me a question, if I answered the question, the boys would imitate my voice, like in a high-pitched voice, every time I said anything. I also have this disability called brittle bones disease, or osteogenesis imperfecta, which means that my bones are really, really weak. And because of this, I used to leave lessons 5 minutes early, just in case anyone, like the rush to go to the next class, if anyone pushed me over or anything. So every time I would leave early, people would ask me loads of questions, harass me, and be like, "Oh, why are you leaving lesson early?" It was really embarrassing. And then obviously I've said this lots of times, but my family don't have much money, and I didn't have very nice school clothes, or my hair was gross as well, and I didn't have a nice school bag, and people would comment on that. My clothes were too big for me, and I'm super skinny. If you've seen me in real life, you probably already know. So I looked weird, so people bullied me for that. Obviously my high-pitched voice, people bullied me for that. And obviously my anxiety, which I didn't know I had at that point, but I did have it really bad, but I just didn't know what it was and what was wrong with me, so I was struggling with that as well. Really, really hard time in my life, just going through a lot. But when I came home, I would play Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City, and I remember Ruby moved in, and I thought she was so sweet, and she was so nice to me in the game. I know it sounds silly, because obviously they all have like automated personalities and things they're all going to say if they have that personality and everything. But I just really loved Ruby when she moved in. She was a really good friend to me, and that's why Ruby's my favourite, because she was just there for me during a really hard time of my life. I know it sounds silly to say, but yeah, she was like one of my only friends during them years. So yeah, that's why I really like Ruby. And you also asked, what's your favourite animated movie? Oh, that's a hard question. As you guys know, I really, really love animated movies. I'm completely obsessed with animation. I love anime, I love Disney, I love any sort of illustrated movie, comic, anything like that. I love cartoons. I'm not sure I can say my favourite. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I can pick a favourite, because I would just implode. I can't pick one favourite animated movie. But I can mention a few I like. I really like Your Name, that came out a few years ago. It's a really gorgeous movie. It's a love story, and it's really lovely. I also really like A Silent Voice, which is by Kyoto Animation, my favourite animation studio. It's such a good movie about bullying and anxiety, depression. It's about a boy who bullied a deaf girl and eventually tries to become friends with her when he's older, and it's a really, really, really amazing film. I'd recommend it to anyone. I really like Tangled, the Disney movie, just for personal reasons, just stuff that Rapunzel goes through I can relate to. I love Princess and the Frog. I was absolutely obsessed with that movie when I was about 12 as well. I love basically all Disney princess movies. I love Lilo and Stitch. But animation wise, yeah, anything by Kyoto Animation. I really like K-On! The movie, because again, I was watching K-On! During them hard years of my life, so K-On! Means a lot to me, because I was able to feel like I'm friends with these girls in the music club. And the movie for K-On!, they go to London, which is obviously fun for me, because as you guys know, I'm from England, so it was really fun seeing my favourite characters explore places that I've been in myself in real life. Yeah, I really love that movie. I'm probably forgetting loads of movies I like. I love Studio Ghibli movies like Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke is a really good one. The Cat Returns, I used to watch that a lot when I was younger. Yeah, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm probably forgetting loads. I have like this whole shelf of animated movies in my room. that I could go over and look at right now, but yeah, basically anything and everything animated. I love animated movies. You can let me know yours as well in the comments if you like, and we can talk about them. The next question is from Simon Saka, and they said, who's your favourite Disney princess? I'd probably say Rapunzel. I know it's a boring answer, but Rapunzel does mean a lot to me. She has a very similar life situation to me. I can't go into detail because, yeah, dark stuff, but yeah, I really like Rapunzel because of that. And the movie's so good. Like, people remember it as like this happy, really pretty golden haired girl explores the world with her cute boyfriend. Really, it's really dark at the end, and it is a really dark story when you really think about it. But yeah, I really love Tangled. I think it's a great movie. But I also love Princess and the Frog, like I said. I really love Tiana. I think she's lovely, she's gorgeous, she's so confident and hardworking. I really love that about her, that she doesn't give up on her dreams. I also love Merida because she's so stubborn and angry, and I can relate to that. I probably don't seem like it in my videos, but I'm a very angry person. I really struggle to hold in my anger, and I can relate to Merida with the way she reacts to things. She's just really stroppy, and I love that. And I just think she's gorgeous as well. I love her. I love the way she like does archery. I love how adventurous she is, and she's just really awesome. I think she's super awesome. And I love Mulan as well. I think Mulan's amazing. She's just so brave and awesome. I don't know if she counts as a Disney princess. But yeah, I really love Mulan. Last year I watched Pocahontas for the first time. I hadn't watched it ever, and I really like Pocahontas as well. I think she was super awesome. I'd probably have to say Rapunzel. She's just so sweet, and she tries her best, and I think she's just sweet and loving to everyone. But she's also so brave and funny and charming, and I think she's just so awesome and confident. But I could talk about Disney princesses all day. I also really love Elsa and Anna from Frozen. Mainly Elsa. I like Anna as well, but mainly I like Elsa. I love Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. I think she's so awesome, and I love the Wreck-It Ralph movies. Yeah, I watched Aurora, Sleeping Beauty a lot when I was younger, so I like her too. Of course, I love Ariel. I used to watch The Little Mermaid with my sister all the time when I was little, and I used to watch Cinderella on video. That's how old I am. I used to watch videos. Maybe some of you guys don't even know what a video is. That's weird. You probably just think videos are like YouTube videos that you're watching now, but we used to have these big chunky big rectangle things that we used to watch, and every time you put the movie in, you'd have to rewind it all the way back to the beginning. And yeah, I remember doing that with The Little Mermaid and Cinderella, and I used to watch Cinderella too as well. But yeah, I've just rambled on about Disney princesses for ages. But yeah, I love them all, honestly. I love Belle as well. I think she's awesome. I love how Belle tries to go past what her town acts like. Everyone in her town acts a certain way, and I like that she just doesn't want to be part of that, and doesn't want to be part of that provincial life, you know. I love that about her too. But yeah, I really like Rapunzel, Tiana and Merida. I really like them as well because I like the princes they have. So I love Eugene, who's Rapunzel's boyfriend. I think he's so smug and funny, and I love that for some reason. I just really do. The same thing with Naveen, who's Tiana's boyfriend. I think he's so funny and smug, and I just love that about him. And Merida, I love that they're trying to force her to get married, and she just says nope, I don't wanna. And I've always loved that about her, that she's shooting for her own hand, you know. She's awesome. She doesn't want a husband, and she's not gonna just have one because everyone else wants her to. And I love that she's angry and fights for what she believes in. So yeah, they're my favourite Disney princesses. The next question is from Plushy Productions, and they said, why are you and your boyfriend so cute together? Thank you. I'm not sure why you think that. I haven't posted anything with my boyfriend in ages, but thank you so much. I'm not sure why we're so cute. We've been together for almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in May, I think. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah, we're just best friends, really. We love hanging out together. I just feel like We can talk to each other about anything, and when I'm with other people, I feel like I'm putting on an act. Even if I'm with my own family, sometimes I feel like I'm just not myself. I always feel like I'm pretending to be better than I really am, or I'm anxious about the way I look or the way I speak and everything. But when it's just me and him, I just feel like myself and I don't worry about anything. And I really love that about being with him, is that we can just sit together and play video games together and cuddle together, and I'm never thinking like about the way I look or the way I sound or the way I act. I'm never thinking, oh my gosh, what if I look like this or sound like this or whatever, because I just feel so comfortable with him, and he is honestly an angel. And if I didn't have him, I wouldn't be able to do my YouTube videos actually, because I gained so much confidence just from being with him. And it's actually his PC I use to make my videos as well, so I literally couldn't make my videos if he wasn't here. But yeah, I'm really thankful to have him in my life. Next question is from Victor Vignon 10, and they said, which fortune cookie has been your favourite? I'm really not sure. I can't remember many of the fortune cookies. I don't really spend my tickets on them that often because I don't have leaf tickets. I really like Diana's fairy cookie though, because I love fairies, and Maple's autumn fairy cookie, obviously, because they're the same cookie. I really love these new ones that have come out with the stained glass. They're like pink stained glass. I love any of the cafe themed ones, any that are pink and pastel. Oh, obviously I love the Sanrio item ones. I forgot about them. My favourite is probably the cinnamon roll or my melody, or no, my favourite has to be the little twin stars fortune cookie. I didn't get many of them at the time because I didn't have any fortune cookies, but I love the items in them. They're all like my favourite colours, and I love the little stars and everything, and clouds, and yeah, I really like the little twin stars cookie. The next question is from Lottie May, and they said, who's your favourite artist? I'm not sure whether you're talking about artists that draw or music artists, but for musical artists, I really love Coldplay. I saw them live in 2015, and it was the best day of my life. I don't think anyone performs like Coldplay. I honestly think their concert is probably the best concert that I've ever seen. Not just in person, but on TV, anywhere. I watch a lot of concerts online, and I've never seen one quite like Coldplay's A Head Full of Dreams tour. It was so amazing, and being there as well, you just feel so alive, and I absolutely love Coldplay so much. So yeah, I love Coldplay. I also really like Aurora. She's a really great musician. I love her music. I could talk about music for hours. I absolutely love music. Yeah, but at the moment, those are the two I would say that I'm listening to a lot, but I listen to so much music. I won't even go into it because I'll be here for hours and hours. I just love music so much. If I didn't have a gaming channel, I would have a music channel because I just love music so much. But if you're talking about actual artists that draw, I really love Yo-Yo the Rice Corpse on Instagram. I really love their drawings. Whenever they post a comic, I always feel so happy. So yeah, I really like their art. The next question is from Sophie Drew, and they said, what's your favourite video games ever? So my number one favourite video game is Animal Crossing. After that, it's Undertale. After that, it's Nier Automata. After that, it's probably Life is Strange. I also love The Sims. I like The Elder Scrolls Online. I love Little Big Planet. Do you guys like Little Big Planet? I absolutely love Little Big Planet. I absolutely love them games so much, especially the first one. In my opinion, I think they did get worse as they went on, which sucks because I love the first one so much. But yeah, I love Little Big Planet. Another game like that I like is Tearaway Unfolded. I played that on PlayStation. I really hope they bring out a second one of that game because I love that game. I also love Gravity Rush and Gravity Rush 2. I think them games are awesome as well. And again, really underappreciated, just like Tearaway Unfolded. And yeah, I really hope they bring out a new one for the PS5 when it comes out. But yeah, my favourite games ever: Animal Crossing, Undertale, and Nier Automata, and Life is Strange. The next question is from Victor Vignon, and they said, if you could add anything to Pocket Camp, what would it be? I'd probably add trading, like trading fortune cookie items, because there's so many I don't want, and a lot of the time my niece will get items that I really want, and she always said, oh, I wish they'd be trading so I could give it to you, and stuff like that. Yeah, probably trading. Other than that, just for personal reasons, I'd really love to have weather in the game, like rain, snow, actually like in the areas where we're exploring, because that's one of my favourite things about Animal Crossing. And yeah, I just love there to be rainy days on Pocket Camp. I know it would be really hard to do. Maybe they could make it so like every Wednesday it rains or something. But yeah, I just want it to rain and snow and everything like that. The next question is from Escape the Alex, and they said, how long have you wanted a YouTube channel for? Well, I've said this before, but I had a YouTube channel when I was younger, making music videos and anime music videos, and putting subtitles on Hatsune Miku songs and everything. So basically ever since I found YouTube, I think I wanted to do it. But unfortunately, when I was in secondary school, I was desperate. Honestly, I was so desperate. I really wanted to have a YouTube channel, but obviously I was going through stuff at school, had really bad anxiety, was really anxious about what people at school would say, because there was already people in my year that did videos, and people would get their videos up and bully them for them. And I remember saying to people all the time, oh, I really want to do YouTube, I'm going to do it when I leave school. And a few people would say the same thing, but none of them have really done it, apart from me. So, yeah, I guess since I was about 12, 13, when I first discovered YouTube properly with my friend, I remember my friend Jemima would show me, she introduced me to Dan and Phil on YouTube, and we used to watch Dan and Phil all the time. And I still love Dan and Phil, they're awesome. And ASDF movies, I don't know how you say it, ASDF movies, we used to watch them when we were really younger as well. Yeah, I miss the old days of YouTube, you know, all them old YouTubers. Wow, there's so many people I used to watch. But yeah, basically I wanted to do it for years. Next question is from Luna Mainen, and they said, do you have a pet? Yes, I have my cat called Archie. He's my absolute bestest friend in the whole world. I love him so much. I've had him since he was a kitten. I got him from this lady that had like 40 cats or something. She was friends with my mum, and I used to go to her house quite often, and she had this cat called Cleo, who was my absolute favourite cat. Whenever I used to go there, I used to play with all the kittens, and but Cleo was my favourite. I remember she'd always sit on the kitchen side, and I'd always give her cuddles and everything. And eventually she had kittens one day, because I think this lady was breeding her cats, but one of her Cleo had kittens, and my mum brought me round one day just to have dinner at hers or hang out together. I couldn't stop playing with the kittens, and one of them I just absolutely fell in love with, and I remember I was just begging my mum for literally the whole time we were there if I could have one and take it home, because I just loved this little kitten so much. And eventually she said yes, and the lady said yes, and I could have the cat. I don't think we had to pay for him or anything, but we took him home in a little box, and yeah, that's my favourite little cat, Archie. He's my absolute baby, and I love him so much. He's always here for me whenever I'm anxious. He just knows and like comes and finds me, and yeah, he's a sweetheart. I love him so much. I also have another cat called Bob, who's named after Bob from Animal Crossing, because they have the exact same eyes. My cat Bob, his eyes are always just frowning, and he was actually a stray cat, and when we lived at my old house, he used to come and visit our front door, because we used to order kebab quite often, and when we finished with it, we'd put it on the doorstep for animals and stuff. Probably not a good idea, but I remember we used to feed it to Bob, who was the stray cat. I'm really not sure what happened to him or how old he is. We can't figure it out. The vets have given us his age like loads of times, so we don't know whether he's old or young, but he's a very anxious cat, so he doesn't spend that much time with me. He's really scared of my boyfriend for like some reason, so I imagine something bad happened to him in the past with a man or something. But yeah, he's a really sweet boy, and he's really funny looking, and he means well. He's just a bit naughty sometimes, and yeah, I don't think he's ever fully got used to not being a stray cat, so we have some issues with him now and then, but he is a sweetheart, and yeah, I love him. I also live with 5 dogs, but they're my mum's dogs, they're not mine. We used to have a family dog who was a black poodle, but he passed away unfortunately. The next question is from Crolia. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And they said, any self-confidence advice? I'm not sure I can give you that because I don't have much self-confidence in myself, especially since starting YouTube. I feel like my confidence has gone up in a way, but the past few months it's been going a bit down because whenever one of my videos blows up or gets more than like 1,000 views, I just get bombarded with horrible comments about my voice, and it's very frustrating. I think one of the things that helped me was just realizing that I can't change the way I am, and I'm never going to be able to change the way I am, so I'm just going to try be as good as I can and believe in myself. I know it's so hard to believe in yourself. I know sometimes you just can't, and during them times I think you just have to be sad and there's nothing you can do about it. But I think if every day you try to believe in yourself a little bit more than the day before, eventually you can do things, and I feel like one day you'll get to this point where you'll just say, I don't care anymore, and I'll do whatever I want because I don't care. I think one of the main things that affects your self-confidence is being around other people. So I imagine that you are at school or something if you're having self-confidence issues. I know obviously some people have self-confidence issues when they're not at school, but I believe one of the main things that affects your self-confidence is being at school and around people that are just judging you all the time. I think if you surround yourself with people that aren't going to judge you for what you wear, what you do, how you act, then you'll be fine. I know it's a hard thing to do, especially when you're at school. It's the worst thing ever. I don't know if you're at school or not, or if you have a bad home life or bad friends. I know that everyone has different issues that can affect it, but really you have to just look at yourself and just be whatever you want to be. I know it's super hard to just say that, especially from my point of view where I'm just like, yeah, just do it, just do what you want. I know it's not that easy, but I would just say try think of something good about yourself every day, and if you can't think of anything good about yourself, try to surround yourself with people that can think of something good about you. Whenever I feel rubbish, one of my friends or my boyfriend or one of my family members will say something to me that makes me feel good about myself, and I feel just a little bit better. So I'm sorry if you don't have anyone like that in your life, but if you don't, you have to be there for yourself and you have to take care of yourself. I know it sucks, but you can't give up, and you just have to keep trying your best. And I think eventually, if you've been through enough people hurting you or putting you down, eventually I feel like you'll just get sick of it, and you'll just end up with so much more confidence in yourself because of the way you've been treated, the way you've been made to think about yourself. You'll just get so sick of feeling like that I feel like you can just invent this confidence inside yourself, and you'll just feel so much better. I remember when I had the most confidence is usually when I've been feeling the worst. Straight after I've been feeling the worst, I usually feel like I can do anything, and that's because if you can get through the worst moments, then you can get through anything. I think if you feel like this is the worst ever, I have no confidence in myself, I can't do anything, if you can get through that moment, then you've done so much already. Just getting through that moment and staying okay, staying alive and staying sure of yourself, then you're going to be okay. And I think I can't really give the best self-confidence advice because I'm on and off all the time. One day I feel good, the next day I feel rubbish. But really do try to take care of yourself. And if anyone on social media is affecting your confidence, you can mute them or unfollow them. I unfollowed basically everyone from school after I left because I hated seeing them all post photos or hanging out together when they didn't invite me and things like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend unfollowing people on social media where their photos annoy you or whatever, and if you can't unfollow them because you're friends at school or work or family members, you can mute them so you'll never see their photos. And I didn't know this. I wish I had done this instead of unfollowing everyone from school, because now I just look evil and like I don't care about them, when really I do care about people. I just don't want their photos to affect my mental health, you know. So yeah, I completely understand not having any confidence in yourself, and I'm really sorry you feel like that, but you have to try your best. And even if today you did really bad and you were the worst and you just felt so rubbish about yourself, just remember you can go home, you can have a cup of tea, you can have a bath. I know it sounds silly, but every day's a new one, and tomorrow you might see the sunshine, there might be nice birds flying outside, you might have your favourite music, a good a good tip for me is listen to your favourite music. Listen to some really nice music that makes you feel super happy and sure of yourself and confident, and just try to ignore what other people say, because when people say hurtful things to you, they're just doing it because they're bored and jealous, and they probably don't even realise how much they're hurting you. You don't know the amount of times I've responded to a comment on one of my YouTube videos, like a horrible comment towards me, and the person has just said, "Oh, I didn't think you would notice me. Oh, I didn't think it would upset you." And a lot of the time people don't realise they're affecting you or your confidence, and it's because all of us are selfish. Every single human in the world is selfish, and that's why you have to look out for yourself and have confidence in yourself, because everyone else is just out to be good themselves, to get the best that they can, and they're not caring about anyone else. Unfortunately, nobody cares about anyone else really that much, and we're all just trying to take care of ourselves. And when you realise that everyone is so selfish, even if people are caring, we are all really just looking out for ourselves first, and I think that's good. To be honest, I think you should look out for yourself first. You should take care of yourself first. I'm sorry that you're having confidence issues, but I think you can do anything, and even if you can't right now, eventually you'll get better. And if you keep trying to be more confident in yourself, I think you can get there. Just avoid people that make you feel bad, avoid things that make you feel bad. Like right now, I'm having a break from Instagram because I realised I was getting stressed out whenever I was on Instagram, so now I'm having a break. I think you can do the same thing. If something is stressing you out, if making you feel bad about yourself, have a break. Even if it's school, you can have a mental health break from school. Maybe your school doesn't let you, or your family won't let you. I'm not sure what you can do about that. I would, if I was your friend, I would say bunk school and don't go, but I can't say that because I'm on social media and I'm influencing people, so I would have to say, oh, don't bunk school if school is important and everything. So guys, school is important, but if you feel rubbish, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. If it's making you feel bad that day, you can have a day off. Of course you need to get your education, of course you need to go to school at some point. If you're having a rubbish day, you can have a day off, and you don't have to feel bad about it. Surround yourself with people that love you and care about you and cheer you on. When I had the worst self-confidence, it's when I was around people at school and I felt like I had to be someone else, otherwise they wouldn't like me, and I felt like I was being this other person, which I was, which wasn't myself. All my friends didn't have any of the same hobbies as me, so I would just pretend to have the same hobbies as them, even though I didn't. They all just liked to drink and watch stuff on TV and just normal person things, and I was very not normal person things, and I would just sit at home and watch anime and listen to Japanese music or listen to music all the time, or just a lot of things that they didn't understand, and I couldn't make much references to things, or my sense of humour wouldn't really be able to show around them because, like I said, we had not the same hobbies, so not the same sense of humour. And that meant that I just ended up being a nasty person during my last years of school, and I do regret that. I do regret being a negative person. But yeah, like I said, surround yourself with people that love you, cheer you on, and if you don't have anyone like that, just try to take care of yourself. I know it's hard, but do things you love, like drawing or going outside, exploring, taking photos, writing if you like writing, playing sports if you like sports, exercising. Just really try to focus all your energy on yourself, bettering yourself. You can have bad confidence, and that's okay. I don't have a lot of self-confidence. Like just today, I watched my first ever videos that I uploaded on this channel, and I cringed so hard. It made me feel so bad about myself because the videos were so bad that I privated them. So if you go to try find my first couple of videos, they're privated now because they make me feel bad about myself. So that's just to show you that not everyone you think has good confidence in themselves does, and everyone is worried about themselves. And once you realise that everyone around you is also really anxious about themselves, the way they look, the way they speak, it does get a bit easier to just be yourself. And if anyone's judging you for the way you are, then they're the bad person, not you. So try not to feel bad about yourself. I'm sure you're a wonderful person, I'm sure you're a beautiful person, and I'm sure you have tons of hobbies and a great personality and things that make you amazing. So try not to feel bad about yourself. I'm sure the day will come when you feel a lot more confident in yourself. I'm sorry if I couldn't give you the right advice and rambled on, but I'm not a therapist. But I did try my best to give you some advice, so I hope you can hang in there and keep trying your best every day, because you should. Just keep trying your best. Just keep trying your best, and everything will be okay, I promise. But yeah, that's all the questions for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me decorate my campsite. I hope you enjoyed chilling with me by the campfire. And yeah, I rambled on for so long now, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please do leave a like and subscribe, only if you want to though. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you on my next video. Bye!